What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Scene Snobs Reviews. I'm your host, Mick Manhattan from the Scene Snobs Podcast, and I hope you guys are all doing well. We are going to talk about the new movie, Top Gun Maverick, which just came out this weekend. I'm a little late to the draw, only because I was working at Carolina Fear Fest this weekend, but it was a great time. But I finally, Memorial Day, got to sit down and got to watch Top Gun Maverick. And what a day for it, because Memorial Day, as we know, is about honoring the sacrifice of the ultimate sacrifice paid by our military men and women who are out there serving our country, and we truly appreciate them and everything they do. And this movie was very much about that. It was very much about a friend lost long ago in the first movie, as we know them, Goose. Maverick is back. That's it. Maverick is back. That's really what it comes down to. Maverick has never gone up in rank. He's never done anything. He's still the pilot that he always was, finally now working as a test pilot for the United States Navy. And that's where he is. He's kind of off in a hole in the wall doing his thing. And there's one last mission that they need him for, to train the best of the best Top Gun graduate pilots to go on this mission, because he's the only one crazy enough and the only one able to pull off the unachievable. So Maverick is here. He now has to train the best of the best, and that's what this movie is. One of them being Goose's son, Rooster, who followed his father's footsteps, and now Maverick has to deal with that as well, while looking for love in all the right places of Jennifer Connelly. The movie is really well done. I'm going to get into a little bit of spoilers, so guys, bear with me. If you haven't seen it yet, maybe give us a like, give us a subscribe, come back, check us out after you get to see it. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've seen it, stick with me. All right. The movie overall is a good movie. I really did enjoy it. I really liked what they did. It has a lot of heart to it. In fact, I think it's actually better than the original. I love Top Gun. It is a good movie. Tom Cruise is always good for that, giving me an enjoyable, entertaining movie, and I do appreciate it. But when it comes to the original Top Gun, Tony Scott was one of my favorites of all time. Absolutely one of the best directors ever. I love the look of all of his movies. I love the feel. He always made it also a very entertaining movie, which I really just enjoyed. And it was sad that he's not around to do this one, but I will say I think this movie might have surpassed it. This movie really took it to a different level. It was really the heart to it, the story of what Maverick's going through. It's just great. The fact that he lost touch with Rooster and they're at odds because he gave him an unfavorable review when he was trying to get into pilot school, and he did it at the request of Rooster's mother, who had since passed away, and because of his father, because he watched his father die, and he just didn't want to see his son end up like that. So for them to come together, that adds a lot of turmoil. Maverick is facing being, all but extinct in this world of pilots where drones are coming in and nobody sees a need for him, and he has to prove himself. So, like, all the way throughout this movie, I really liked all of the character interactions. Everybody did a great job. Jennifer Connelly stepping in as love interest Penny in this movie was great. I thought she did a wonderful job. She was a lot of fun. Every time she's in a movie, she raises it. She's just so fantastic. But she worked well with Tom Cruise on this, and it was really good. John Hamm being at odds, being the one who can't stand Maverick, but has to put up with him because he realizes that this is the guy who's going to get the job done, was just great. It was terrific. And the fact that it's Iceman that is protecting Maverick all the way through, making sure he does still get to do these things and gets these details and such, and can stay a pilot. I will say that there were some heartstrings tugged and some tears when it came down to the interaction between Maverick and Iceman, and just these two people who are at odds in the first one, and you see how much they love each other in this one. This is 30 plus years of just them being in each other's lives and caring about each other as much as they did. He means as much to Maverick as Goose did, and it's a wonderful thing to see, and it was great to see them together and acting it out. And Val Kilmer did a fantastic job in it, and it gets to a very sad place. But by the end of the movie, I was cheering, and I was like, "This is a really well done movie. I really liked it. I really liked everything that they had to do with it. All of the cadets, or I shouldn't call them cadets because they are full force pilots in this. They're Top Gun graduates, but they're the best of the best that come back to pull off this mission. So they're not cadets really. They're just in training with Maverick for the mission. So all of the pilots that they got were great. Oh, I have to go over the plane work in this, and just to know that it is real. They were all trained on how to fly these planes, and they shot it with cameras attached to the planes. It's amazing. It is amazing. I loved that they did this, and it brought such a realism to it. It was so interesting to watch. And what the original did for probably people wanting to be pilots, this one's going to do tenfold for kids today watching it and wanting to be pilots, because it is fantastic, even better than the original. And I remember the original being great. It's just so much fun. It's so good. Now I'm talking myself into wanting to go see it again. It was really good. I walked into this a certain rating, and I think that I might have gone up at least another dash on that. So yeah, I definitely think if you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, and maybe you haven't seen the original, you should see the original, but I don't think you have to. You could watch this movie and they kind of cover everything. But overall, go check out the original, and then maybe head out to the theaters and check this out, because it's a really well done movie. Just fantastic all the way through. My rating for this, I can't speak high enough. I'm going to say 4. It's 4 geese out of 5, because it just, again, was fantastic. I think it did run a little long, ultimately, and there were some things, what happened after the mission with Maverick and Rooster, I thought needed to happen, and I really liked how they did it. But at the same time, it seemed a little unbelievable to me, and that was when they were downed, and it kind of played that, that part where I was just like, I just don't know if I'd be in, I believe this would happen. But either way, I still did enjoy it. Suspension of disbelief. So it does get 4 geese out of 5. So go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Truly fantastic. Top Gun Maverick. It's out in theaters right now. Just came out last Friday. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If you didn't like it or you did, please sound off and we'll talk about it, get into it a little bit more. But yeah, ultimately, good movie. Guys, I am Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob. You can check me out on the Scene Snobs Podcast every Tuesday night live on the YouTube channel, or it's available on all podcast platforms afterwards. Or you can go check me out on our other shows on YouTube, like Real Combat, the Ultimate Movie Debate Show, our show Plot Roast, which is we have up on our YouTube as well, but our full version of the show is up on our Patreon. That's where our Patreons choose the movies we watch and roast. We have shows like Geek Fest Live, where we do movie updates, things like that. This show where we review movies. And I also write for cinemareview.com, so go check that out as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs Podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest Live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original and fun designs that are available on all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our link tree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky.